Today's video is all about my graphics settings for 0.12. Now, I have made a video prior to this about how to get the best sort of graphics in Escape from Tarkov to make you see players better and all that shit. But since Escape from Tarkov has moved to a new engine, there has been some changes to my graphics settings, so I thought I would update you all. In this video I will be going over not only my graphics settings but also my sound settings, as I do have one small trick for you which could improve your game. Firstly, I would like to quickly go over my game tab. There are a few things here that I would like to point out to you. Firstly, turn on auto RAM cleaner. Basically what this does is it stops your RAM getting over a certain percent. I think it's about 70% RAM usage, and it'll clear out all the unnecessary files. So it's perfect if you don't want to bother installing third-party RAM cleaners, just use the built-in game one. Next, turn your FOV up. I would test this out because I prefer 75 all the way at the max, but some people prefer 60 and some people even prefer 50. I'd try this out in a few raids at multiple different values. Personally, I use 75 because it makes the game look a lot cleaner. Now, before we get started on the graphics section, I will like to talk about resolution scaling. I made a video on my channel on how I stretched my resolution to 1440p. As of right now in 0.12 you cannot do this. There are some issues and has been issues with full screen for quite some time, and there has been a hotfix today which allowed you to switch in-game whether you wanted borderless, but even that doesn't seem to work properly. So I'm waiting for them to fix it completely, then I'm going to see if it works. If not, I'll find a fix and upload a fix onto YouTube. Now, my actual graphics settings are as follows. I play on full screen windowed even though it doesn't work properly. People say that borderless windowed gaming, it causes some input lag. I really don't notice it, and I didn't notice a difference when playing in full screen as well. So either whatever you prefer on this one, just choose. Then I've turned my overall graphics quality all the way down to low. Then I turn my texture quality and shadow quality both to high and set my object LOD quality down to 2. My overall visibility is set to 2000. I feel like this is a peak, especially now we're getting bigger maps. I then set my shadow visibility all the way down to 40, which is the lowest it can go. Shadow visibility just makes everything darker, and if you want to see players that are hiding in bushes or hiding under tree cover, it's a lot easier when your shadow visibility is lower. In previous versions of Escape from Tarkov, anti-aliasing was absolutely dire, but now it's pretty good. Turn it on to TAA with a resampling of 1 or off, and that should be pretty much the best you can get for anti-aliasing. Then what you're going to want to do is set your HBAO, SSR and anisotropic filtering off, and turn your sharpness up. It's usually on 1, turn it up to 1.1. And then you can set your lobby FPS limit and game FPS limit. I usually whack them up to maximum. Then the tick boxes down at the bottom, don't leave any of them on. Z-blur, chroma aberrations, noise and grass shadows, turn them all off because you don't need them. Then finally onto the sound tab. There's only one thing I want to talk about, and that is turning your interface volume as low as you can, because it turns down what it sounds like when you're repacking a mag or when you're going through your inventory and moving stuff in raid. This means you can hear your surroundings a lot better rather than hearing the click, click, click of loading back your magazines. This is actually really quiet, meaning you can hear gunshots going off in the distance and, more importantly, footsteps. This will allow yourself to keep an eye on people around you without actually having to constantly look around. You can keep your ears open and listen out to see if people are coming up onto you. I just think this is a really cool tip and not many people do it. I think it's quite an important thing to do though, because it will allow you to be more immersed when you're packing your mags. And that's it, that's my graphics settings, that's how my videos look like they do. If you are wondering why my game looks a bit more colourful than yours might, that's because no, I'm not using reshade, but I'm using the video control panel. If you do want to know how to use a video control panel to brighten up your game a little bit, then there is a video on screen in the card annotation and in the description below. And you can also use some versions of reshade that aren't banned by Batsalai. You could do a little Google search and find out which ones are and which ones are not. Then just install that and you can set your game to as colourful as you like it. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you get the edge and the best of your graphics settings. I love you lots. I'll speak to you in the next video. Goodbye. I'd like to thank you all for staying to the end of this video, but before I end it, I'd like to tell you something about Shadow. Shadow is a company that I'm working with to promote max gaming PC settings anywhere you are. Shadow is a cloud-based subscription service which allows you to subscribe $30 a month and you can play any games max settings anywhere you are, which means you can have a broken up PC, a shitty laptop or a Mac, and you can still play games like Tarkov in max settings, 1440p, 60 FPS, and this is actually how I record all my gameplay and stream Tarkov at this point in time. So if you liked how the game looked in this video, then check out the description and it'll take you to Shadow's website. You can do more research there, and if you do decide to sign up using the code SAM10, you'll get $10 off your first month. Thank you so much everyone. Toodle pip, cheerio, enjoy your evening.